Good morning, cultists! In our previous episode, we left things off after putting the wicked chanter out of her misery. I mean, she seemed to enjoy annihilating me, so I don't know if she was actually in misery, but that's fine. In any case, in between episodes, I was looking around the map, and I don't know if there's much left to explore. There's, I think, maybe 1 or 2 resource nodes that we haven't claimed, but that's about it. So I think for the next little while, we might just be doing some kingdom management stuff. Yeah, before we head back to our capital though, I think maybe let's go to Arkham, we'll teleport to Salem and then claim the Mage Tower there. And then I guess we'll just go back home. Sure. That's gonna take 11 hours. I'm hoping that our next kingdom events don't get resolved in that time, but I guess we'll see. Now, it's morning now, so it is currently 7 o'clock. Or just before 7 o'clock, I think. Oh, it says right there, 7:37. Wow. Turns out I can't read. Fantastic. Well, that just confirms it. It turns out I'm in fact illiterate, and these guys want to tussle. Sure. I mean, since I figure we'll be doing a lot of kingdom management stuff, we might as well get some tussles in. Unless maybe... Oh, that's it?
Quick!
Spitting centipedes? Really? Okay, Fabrosi, go for it. 2? There's 2? That's it? Well, they've been personally executed by the king of these lands for, well, not being very powerful. That was it? Aw, man, it took longer to load in and load out of that map than it took to kill those things. Wow! That was pathetic. Fantastic. Alright, well that's fine. I mean, I guess they can't all be winners, right? Alright, so we teleport to Salem. Thank you. And then we can claim the Mage Tower. Sure. And back to Rillier. Fantastic. Alright, so, is there anything that we need to do in person? Have I not spoken to anyone recently? I think we've spoken to everyone, right? Just in the off chance that we haven't, I'm just gonna quickly peruse around my barony, or kingdom now, I guess, and see if I haven't spoken to anyone that we need to, for whatever reason, I guess. So who's in the tavern? I know Amiri's in the tavern. As is her Smilodon. Right. Anything new? Nope, I guess not. Cool, then what about you, Alina? Anything new with you? What's new around here? Oh, I was right when I said that Patax is full of shameless foxes dressed like people. Lately, there's so many folks from Patax, more than mosquitoes in the spring, and they're sticking their noses in everything. Wow. Are you being xenophobic, Alina? I expected more from you. Unbelievable. Alright, well, let's go kill some foreigners in my, in my lands. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, it seems like we're kind of gearing up to some kind of like Royal Rumble with Patax, so I'm assuming that there's some sort of like a war brewing in the distance or something, or maybe some sort of like conflict maybe, so yeah, it might happen at some point. But let me see if there's anyone else I can speak to. Christian, anything new with you? Nope. Jod, what about you?
How may I serve you, Your Highness?
It's hard to tell you this, but that vision that led you to these stolen lands. Yeah, about that. That was all fabricated by Nyrissa.
Was merely the trick of some wicked fae from the First World. Tristian told me already, Your Grace, looking like a beaten puppy all the while. I cannot say that this late confession brought me much solace.
I'm sorry, Jod, do you go around beating puppies? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Damn it all! So what if Erastil didn't lead me here? I didn't do all this traveling for naught. And yes, I forgave Tristian, have no doubt of that. Last thing I need is to bear a grudge against that dunce.
Dunce? I mean, I guess he's not incredibly bright-ish. Well, I mean, maybe he's a little clueless, but that doesn't mean he's stupid. In any case, what role might you play in my government?
Your Highness, If there's one thing I know, it's matters of faith. Whether
Alright, that's nice. Thanks, Jod. Bye. Anyone else to speak to? Valerie, what about you, girl? I'd like to spend some time alone with you. Interesting. Wait, so I can just bang her willy-nilly? Why don't you explain why you're staring at me like that? You talking to me, Highland? Oh, Uncle. When are you going to change that old armor? The magic beasts crumpled it so badly, it makes me want to cry to look at it. Oh, you still have a lot to learn. If only you knew how many times it saved my life in that battle. Highland turns to you. Greetings, Your Highness. Great. I have to go. Bye. Thanks. Alright, let's see if I can maybe stoop Valerie, whilst also stooping Kinera. I'd like to spend some time alone with you. Valerie curves her lips in a mischievous smile. Gladly. Oh, yes. Fantastic. Ho, ho, ho. Alright, let me just bring in Valerie and Kinera. Oh, sorry, Kinera and, well, I guess we can't bring in Kaliki. I feel good when I'm with you. Let's come back here more often. Oh, yes. Hell yes. Wait, does that mean that time has passed? I don't think so, right? Oh, there's something happening. Shania? Alright. Persecutor. Don't I already have that? I think. I seem to recall. Anyone else? Whoa! Oh, it's the Hell Knight guy. A dignified half-elf. Half-elf? Unacceptable. Get him the fuck out of here. Wearing familiar black armor bows to you ceremoniously. This time his armor is clean of dirt and blood, and he holds his helmet at his side. It is the first time you see the Hell Knight's face. Your guest has light hair, transparent blue eyes, and scars from 3 claws that once disfigured its face. Wait. What voice did I give this guy? I'm just gonna go with...
Greetings on behalf of the Order of the Nail, Your Highness. Our first encounter was most improper, and I dare recommence our acquaintance.
The half-elf lowers his head.
My name is Casibero, and I'm here under the official orders of my commanding Paralictor. We've heard much of you and your method of rule. It is most unusual for this region. The Order of the Nail knows about your service to law and order. We also know that the integrity that imbues all your deeds in order. Our order greatly values such rulers as you, especially those who are not afraid to weed out barbarity even in dangerous borderlands like the Stolen Lands. With our deepest respect, I, the Mayor-Elector of the Order of the Nail, offer you our aid. Together, by fire and sword, we can tame this land and bring it under law. So, I'm assuming these guys are all neutral evil dudes. What does your help imply? We will deploy our own garrison in your capital. We will gather a squad, train new recruits if necessary. We'll make the Hell Knights a symbol of power and law in your kingdom. Believe me, such an alliance will increase your power 100 times over. I think I started this guy's voice as being more like Gollum, and then it morphed into my regular voice, I guess. Public punishments and executions instill respect in the law, even among the dumbest members of the society.
A half smile appears on Case's face.
But know this, the Order will never swear fealty to you. We are united by common goals, to stamp out the vestiges of barbarity in the Stolen Lands. Our methods are similar, and we don't expect any disagreement, but we do not wish to complicate this alliance with oaths of fealty. Right, so how would you benefit from an alliance with me? Kesa considers the answer for a while. Savagery must be quelled, across the land, at home, and in one's own mind. It's a beautiful motto, isn't it? I've lived my greatest years by it. My brothers live by it. The goal of my order is to destroy all threats to civilization, order, and law. We need no divine guidance to serve this mission faithfully. Our minds and our consciences guide us, and they have brought us here before you. Or to you. You are a beacon of order in these lands where once only chaos reigned. I do not know how, but you managed to crush all the forces that opposed you, and you have since then ruled with an iron hand, with no concern that your actions might seem willful or overzealous. The Order values such powerful allies. Give us the right to enforce the laws in your lands, and you can forget about such uncontrollable beasts as those who attack me on the road. Right, so I want to know more about your order. The Order of the Nail is one of the oldest among the Hell Knights. Like many others, our order traces its roots to a Cheliax. The glory of our knights is so great that the rulers of the lawless and savage Varissia once begged for our help, and we crossed half the continent for an opportunity to suppress barbarity and bring the savages under law. Do the Hell Knights obey demons like others in Cheliax? Case's cheek twitches, but his voice is calm and measured. Interesting. I will not unburden you of our other delusions about Cheliax, but I will clarify one thing. The only power we answer to is the leader of our order, be he a lictor or a vicar, and the order itself serves only one master, the law. So in other words, we obey only the words of Judge Dredd, who is the law, and nothing but the law. Wait, no, that's something else. What was it? I am the law, and you will obey the law? Yeah, that was his line. Never mind, sorry. Yes, we draw much inspiration from hell. Why not? In the entire world, there are no greater rules than those created by the Dark Prince and enforced in his kingdom. Kesa raises his eyebrow. I myself venerate Asmodeus, but my faith is a personal choice, and not the reflection of my membership in the Order. But you associate with hell and its denizens? Aren't you afraid to draw the wrath of those who would confuse you with the devil worshippers? The fears of the peasants do not concern a ruler. I'm sure you know this well. To fear philosophy is the natural lot of narrow-minded simpletons. All we do is turn theory into reality, but it is only a means to an end, and justified by a higher purpose. So, how does one become a Hell Knight? Through sweat and blood, and also a lot of semen and feces. Anyone who wishes to become worthy of the armor must sacrifice everything that stands in the way of his goal. Of this goal, weaknesses, attachment, pity to himself and others, as well as various genitalia. Just gotta rip them all off, you know what I mean. I trained like mad, rubbed my hands sore on sword handles. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I studied the laws and rules at night, and every day I carved my mind and body to become the perfect instruments of the Order. Kesa runs his hand over his face, and his fingers linger for a moment on his terrible scars. I earned my knighting into the Hell Knights in a ceremonial battle against the Barbazu, one of the denizens of Hell. Everyone worthy of wearing the armor undergoes this ritual. The others become toys for devils, and disgrace to their families. And why did you become a knight? I was seeking order, calmness, reliability. Those who raise their voices to freedom have rarely seen its ugly side. The half-elf squints, and an angry sneer crosses his lips. A half-blood learns to deafen his ears to the witty insults of those who imagine themselves pure. But the fools fall mute when they see a half-blood wearing black armor with the face of a devil on the breastplate. Alright, well, enough. Let's return to discussing your proposal. I don't like the idea of inviting any order into my lands. It refuses to obey my commands. I don't know if I necessarily want to just turn them away, but I'm a little scared they might do some shit in my lands that I don't want. But you know what? I think we'll go for it. Yeah, I'll accept the Order of the Nail's proposal. Together we will bring these lands to heel. Sure. Kesa lowers his head. So be it. My commanders will rejoice in your wisdom. I will immediately return to Cheliax with this news. We already have a reserve at the ready. I will return to the stolen lands with a garrison of Hell Knights, and our mission will commence as soon as we enter your lands. My regards, King Fabrosi McCortez. I will not be gone for long. Okay, well, next time you come back, I might give you a different voice because I have no memory of anything that I do or say at all. Who the fuck is this? Oh, it's these guys. Hey, guys. I couldn't sleep last night. I realized that I sound just like the Hell Knight. I kept thinking about Iravetti. I hope that villain doesn't send assassins after us. Teacher, I wrote something. Please listen, man. So how's the book about the academy coming along? We're constantly writing. You know, when I was studying, I of course suspected that it wasn't all fine and dandy at the academy, but I had no idea of the scale of the catastrophe. Professor Eobald told me things about Iravetti. Horrible. You'll have to read it when we finish it. Great, thanks. Bye? Regongar, what about you? Nothing new, I'm assuming. Didn't think so. Okay, then, Harem? Anything new? Nope. Alright then, Storyteller, what about you, good sir? Ah, I've brought some relics. Are any worthy of a story? The Storyteller raises his eyebrows. How interesting. May I, Your Grace? Ancient Cyclops coin, Taldan Warrior's dog tag. Wait, have I read this before? The wind howls over the wastelands of Glenbon. The flames of bonfires dance to the rhythmic music of a barbarian tribe.
Oh, I think it's about the barbarian things that we picked up, and that's the tools of the Technic League. That's the thing of what now? Okay. All right, I'll be happy to trade. Oh, I'd be happy to trade. Oh, right. Tell me the story of one of the thief of secrets. Sure. So I guess we found something. That's something new. The invisibility potion tastes bitter. My charmed spectacles are cold against my face, but they allow me to see in the dark. The darkness embraces me like warm, dark velvet, or urine that's been peed all over me in a sexual encounter that's gone horribly, horribly right. As I creep slowly up the tower's spiral stair, I'm Kinky the Stubborn, thief of secrets. I was born to a family of slaves, destined to squirm at the feet of my Cyclops masters, but I grabbed fate by the throat and escaped, taking with me some of my cruel master's artifacts. Since then, I've traveled the world, doing what I do best. Oh, so that's all the stuff from the, Tenebrous Depths. Really? We actually found everything? Interesting. From the tall spikes of the temples of Aslanti to the secret dungeons of Thassalon, from huts of shamans living in reeking swamps to the shiny palaces of Cyclops aristocracy, I've been everywhere, and from every quarter I collected something of great value. Scrolls and potions and artifacts, blueprints of magical devices and spell designs. All of this and far more I have held in my hands. Bards tell stories of my adventures. Some claim that once the Stubborn stole an artifact right from the bedroom of the Lord of Runes. I can neither confirm nor deny these rumors, but today's mission is more important and dangerous than than all that came before it. I must not lose. I do not have the right to lose. The stairway ends at an arch without a door. I look for traces of protective spells and frown when I find none. I step across the threshold. Moonlight fills the room. Wrought iron grills on the windows cast crisscrossing patterns on the floor. Small blossoming trees sway in their pots. Where are the protections? I take another careful step. Suddenly, two of the nearest trees reach out their branches and drop some petals. They fall in a circle. Damning the world all around, I move to escape, only to find myself trapped. The invisible wall is more secure than shackles. Caught! I sigh and sit down upon the floor, legs crossed. I whip out my dick. I take out a flask of strong liqueur and the volume of frivolous poetry awaiting the tower's owner. Why do you call yourself the thief of secrets? Because I do not steal for profit. I have no interest in gold or jewelry, only the secrets of wizardry. I do not rob simple wizards, but track down those who possess unusual artifacts or develop new spells, which they do not wish to share with the world. I began by giving the secrets of the Cyclops wizards to their human slaves, but many years have passed since then, and the list of my exploits has grown long. I have learned that if someone possesses unique power or knowledge, they can easily use them to evil ends. But when power and knowledge belong to many, no one can abuse them, and balance is preserved. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, I feel like that's kind of the argument of, oh yeah, if you feel really dangerous having guns around you, then you should own a gun yourself. Is that really the answer? I don't think so. Well, what are you stealing this time? The storyteller moves his lips silently, rubs his temples, then sighs, obviously baffled. I cannot answer, Your Highness. It's really sexual in nature. If I describe what I was stealing, this would definitely get an adults-only rating, and I would not be able to wouldn't be able to monetize anything. I'm just kidding. This never happened to me before, but some of the memories seem hidden. Let us continue. Perhaps everything will become clear as the story develops. Oh, so maybe this guy is somehow able to shield his thoughts. Interesting. Soon the owner of the tower enters the room, a tall elf with silver hair, wearing simple gray clothes. He looks really neutral. Who could have been born with such a heart full of neutrality and impartiality, right? I mean, it's crazy. It's baffling. He looks at me and shakes his head. Couldn't even make it past the third floor? What's happened to you, Stubborn? Are you getting old? I flash him an obscene gesture that backstreet dwellers use. The elf laughs, then flutters his fingers, lifting the spell. The circle of petals blows away, and I arise. The tower's owner embraces me warmly. The master of the tower is a powerful wizard, a creator of wonderful things, and an old friend. Once, when I was a young boy who had just escaped slavery, I snuck into his pantry and found myself caught in a magic trap.
Just like I was today. The owner did not punish me, but instead released me, gave me food and a roof over my head. Since then, we have been in competition. Once every 5 or 6 years, I visit my friend and try to secretly slip through all the traps in his tower. Then we pass the night speaking of my adventures and the varying fates of the elves and the short-lived. Today, we two mulled wine, and I tell him of the many wonders I have seen in my travels. You'd learn much if you didn't sit here endlessly, guarding your secrets. He smiles. You made it your life's goal to reveal secrets, and I to keep them. Not every secret belongs out there in the world, stubborn. Passing through hundreds of hands, jewels lose their shine and knowledge becomes distorted. Truth turns into lies. That's why I sit in my tower, guarding what I've created and what I've learned from others. I dare not argue, and we talk about other things for a while. At last we say goodbye until morning. And as soon as the elf retires to his chambers, to immerse himself in meditation, I slip out of the room with all my equipment and proceed to the tower's main treasury. Forgive me, my friend, you've let a snake into your house. How are you going to pass through the traps? You've never been able to do it before. The truth is that I've known all the traps in the tower for many years, and have gathered a handy set of artifacts that will help me avoid them. Every time I got caught, it was only to blunt my host's vigilance. Thus, he would invite me into his house without worrying for his precious secrets. Personally, I would feel a little bad about betraying someone like that, but sure, I guess he does have a life's goal. So what happened then? The plan worked. Not long after, I had already escaped the tower, taking with me one of the old elf's great secrets, and now I'm running, hiding, delving down through the tunnels of an ancient dungeon to hide what I've stolen. Oh, so we escaped into the Tenebrous depths. Interesting. For so many years, we argued about whether I'm right to tear secrets from their keeper's hands and release them into the world, and here I am, shunning the sun, crawling deep as far as I can reach away from the light of knowledge to hide a secret which must never be shared. I have no one I can tell of this. There's none with whom I can share this dread knowledge and my terrifying speculations. I have no right to speak of it. The thing I took from the tower must be hidden dark away, and never see the light for thousands of years. Otherwise, there'll be great woe. My friend's tower is not the adamant keep he imagines it to be. I must hide his secret deep, where it will vanish without a trace, even if it means that I must myself vanish with it. I have little hope that you will understand why I betrayed you, my friend. Forgive me if you can, and farewell. So, what was he hiding? I cannot say. I suspect, your highness, that the stubborn feared that his memories might be recovered and deliberately hide a secret even from my sight. Is that all? The storyteller hesitates. His face grows pensive and more grim than usual. Yes, the ending of the story is lost in the darkness. I cannot say what happened to the stubborn and his secret. This story is one of the most ancient I've encountered. Right, because this was back when, I guess, when Stubborn was still alive. I think the Cyclopses were still alive. Or it rather... Yeah, I think it might actually predate their corruption. This story is one of the most ancient I've encountered. Perhaps that is the reason for its obscurity. How amusing that it touches upon a matter that I've given much thought to, whether secrets should be kept or hidden, or shared generously with the whole world. I mean, a secret shared is not really a secret anymore, but I think it actually kind of depends on the secret, but anyways. Thank you for the story, storyteller. Right, so I can ask him about the different stuff. Gotcha. I guess that's it then. Can you reform some of these artifacts? Oh, look at that, we can actually reform some of these things. Yes, restore the Ring of Reckless Courage for me. The storyteller clenches the metal shards in his hand. Luck is a fickle partner. You may think yourself her favorite person while she sits and conspires to trick you. I'll impart a remnant of my gift within this ring so that you may recall its story. May it caution you against recklessness, or perhaps inspire it? The choice, of course, is yours. Melted shard of a ring. Right, so... it must be this one, right? Ring of Reckless Courage. This ring grants its wearer a +4 enhancement bonus to Charisma, a +4 competence bonus to Stealth and Trickery checks, +4 bonus to attack rolls made to confirm critical hits, and a +2 bonus to DC of mind-affecting spells cast by the wearer. It imposes a -2 enhancement penalty to the wearer's Wisdom score, -4 competence penalty to the Perception skill checks, and a -2 resistance penalty to will saving throws, and a -10 all saving throws against traps.
Whenever the wearer receives a critical hit, they become confused for 1d4 rounds. I see. Besides the bonus to charisma, which Fabrosi can't use because of his helmet, or his crown rather, I think even more charisma. Yes, a +6 enhancement. And the +4 bonus to attacks made to confirm critical hits. I don't know if there's anything else that I necessarily want to use, especially since it really reduces our will save against will saving throw, which Fabrosi definitely struggles with. Is there anyone else that could benefit from the increased charisma but lowered wisdom? I mean, obviously no one's gonna benefit from the lowered wisdom, but I guess maybe Valerie? Wait, what's her... Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, especially since she also makes a lot of perception checks for us. But there's another artifact that I want you to restore, if you don't mind. The Armor of the Saber-Toothed Courage. Century by century, eon by eon, the Numerian tribes went to war, without fear, without doubt, submitting themselves to Gorham's will, and their own thirst for glory. This armor is much older than even Armag himself, the ancient Armag that is, the one who challenged Pharasma. What can this artifact tell us? I'll infuse it with a piece of my gift, and it will reveal its story. Okay, so... Hey, that's the rune-covered armor scrap. Oh, it was actually armor. Interesting. Never thought that would be the armor. Tiger stripes. Enhancement +5, that's it? Wait. This +5 hide armor grants its wearer the ability to turn into a Smilodon at will. While in this form, their natural weapons get a +5 enhancement bonus. This armor provides a +5 enhancement bonus to armor class. The armor check penalty of magic armor is lessened by 1 compared to ordinary armor of its type. Okay, I'm assuming this would be better for Amiri? But Amiri's got something that increases her confirmation on crit rolls. But I do like the look of it more on her. I mean, it kind of fits Amiri. But do I want to be carrying extra 25 pounds? Yeah, I think maybe we might want to just stick with the... Because I feel like she would make... do more damage with the assassin chain shirt. Just going by cost, it seems like the tiger stripe's the way to go, but I don't know. Alright, before we continue on, let me quickly deposit some of my shit, and I'm gonna see if I need to reload because of my potential passing of time with Valerie, by stooping her, of course. Persecutor, don't I already have that? I think I do. Or something to that effect. But it seems that we just get duplicate shit regardless, so... Okay, so 2 monastic commas, and if we're going by... Ah, there we go. Yep, 2 persecutors. Gotcha. Wait, did I deposit everything? No, not yet. Deposit that. Full plate +2, Jester's vest. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Leather armor +4. Light absorber. Padded armor, studded leather, and the rings of protection. What else? The belt of giant strength we'll just keep around in case. We could also use Korgath's shackled fury. Might not be a bad idea to give this to Valerie, but I do like her getting constitution as well as a strength, so not sure. I'll have to look at what to do with these things off camera, I think, because it's gonna take a little while to sort everything out. So, let me go speak to Kinera and Kaliki and see if perhaps they're still willing to stoop. Because if not, then I might need to reload to before I banged Valerie, because I don't want them to get upset about me banging someone else. Or either one of them, I guess. Though, so far, we've only been able to bang Kinera, so I'm not entirely sure if a threesome thing is possible with the twins. I mean, they obviously can't occupy the same space at the same time, so maybe I can perhaps weasel my way into their dimension, and then we can have a massive orgy. Of course, it might be a little weird for them considering they're twin sisters, but, you know, right? No? Kaliki's poem echoes. If someone asks me the saddest thing I've seen, I'll name a trampled rose, a child at a mother's grave, and two winged birds locked in the same cage. Beautiful without future, a last goodbye and freedom lost, wings meant to lift you to the sky, now halved and useless. What are they now? The final sadness, and yet there's something stronger, deeper that lives beside it, hope. Sure. Please tell me that you still bang me? Ladies? Okay, can I talk to your sister? Alright, so nothing to say about that. Sure. Then let's bang. Oh. Wow. Didn't even wash. And I just inserted myself inside of another person. Fantastic. That is disgusting. Listen. If you're gonna bang multiple people, that's cool. And if you're going to do like a kind of orgy situation where it's like you plus other people at the same time, that's cool too. But if you're gonna bang multiple people in like a short span of time, please wash in between, especially if the other person is not aware that you've banged the other person, because that's a little weird to like... It's one thing if the person consents to it and they know that the person that is inside of them has been inside of another person recently. What the fuck is this? Quarterstaff +1. While I'm talking about inserting yourself inside of other people. But if the other person is not aware of your dalliances with a third party, then I think it's only respectful that you at least wash yourself and your parts, regardless of what parts you may have, before those parts either end up inside of someone else or someone else ends up inside of you. I'm just saying, I mean, maybe I'm wrong about this, but it just seems like it's a bit more respectful to be aware that maybe the other person doesn't want to mix juices with that third party or something, right? Or am I just talking out of my ass, never having been in that situation myself? It might be the case, actually, so who knows. Wait, actually, Bartholomew, I do have something to sell. This quarterstaff +1 that I found in, well, basically right next to my throne room. I don't know why it was there in the first place, but there you have it. And still no new bags of holding. I hate you, Bartholomew. I hate you so much. Well, that's not entirely true, because he did get me that one bag of holding. Alright, well, it seems that time has not actually passed, so here's what I'm gonna do. Since there doesn't appear to be any more, exploration stuff to do, I think... Oh, wait, there's something that I want to do, and that is the upgrading my location. So I can't do it here. But I think I'm able to upgrade a region or something. Am I right? I think so, right? Or was it a town? There was something I seem to recall. What am I confused about? I swear there was something about upgrading it. Town? Or am I mistaken? I might be mistaken. Right. And that, what am I thinking of? Oh, no, yeah. See, I saw this. Okay. So, how come only Innsmouth? Why not, Oh, it's already a town. That's why. Okay, so... I would rather redo this in order. Was Arkham one of our early ones? I think so, right? Alright, so let's upgrade Arkham. Thank you. And that is now a town. Can I upgrade anything else? No, I'm assuming not. Gotcha. So I think we need... Right, 6 villages to be able to make a... Upgrade one to a town. Or no, sorry. Every 3 villages. Okay, wait. Don't we already have 3 villages at least with these things already built in there? I think so, right? Okay, well anyways, now that that's been dealt with, what I'm gonna do is actually advance some time off camera because I'm pretty sure that this is just a kind of like lull period where nothing much happens, at least not in the world. So I'll do this stuff off camera, and if it seems like we have a couple of events to deal with, we'll come back then, and then, you know, meet the people in my throne room, etc., etc., and then we'll head out if there's more adventure and all that jazz. So if there's a long period of time where it's just kingdom management stuff, unless there's something that's uniquely interesting that pops up, I'll just do this off camera, because I don't think it's really, you know, worth showing you guys. Unless you're really interested, but I kind of doubt it. But yeah. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have good breakfast.